everyone, and welcome to part 2 of my graduation cake toppers, where I'm going to make the book, the scroll and rosette. If you would like to see part 1 where I made the cap and gown, you can either click the link above and I will also leave it in the description. So we're going to start with the scroll, where I coloured some white modelling paste with PME Old Gold food colouring paste. So I've rolled out my modelling paste quite finely and I've cut out a rectangle 9 by 6 centimetres. I'm now going to gently roll up the paste onto a cake dowel, but you could use a straw or something similar. And I'm just going to add a little bit of clear alcohol to the middle. I only want the middle so I can use the corners later to model. And then I'm just going to gently pinch in the middle just to give it that scroll effect. And then use my fingers to turn up the ends just to make it look like an old scroll. Okay, now I'm just going to roll out a tube of red modelling paste. And I'm making like the ribbon that goes around it. Just going to roll that out flat. And I'm just going to add some clear alcohol to help stick it around the scroll. Just going to trim the ends with some scissors. Go. That's the ribbon around it. So to finish it off, I just had a little ball of yellow modelling paste, stuck it into position, and then used a ball tool just to add a little bit of effect. And that's your scroll made. So now we're going to make the rosette, and I made the yellow using Pro Gel's yellow food colouring gel. So I use my wavy edge circle cutter to make my rosette. These come in a pack of 4 and I'm using the second from the smallest one to make it. There it is cut out. So now I'm going to roll out some more yellow paste and I'm just going to cut 2 rectangles. These are to be the ribbons. And I just do it slowly to gauge the size because I want them to be the same width and check that they fit with the actual rosette itself. And once I'm happy with the width, I then just cut a small triangle out of each of the bottom of them. And there we go. Incidentally, if yours aren't the same width, then you can just place one on top of the other and just trim. There we are. So now I've just rolled out some white modelling paste. I've got a circle cutter that's smaller than the actual rosette. Just going to cut that out. And I'm just going to neaten the edges with my finger. And now I've got a star plunger cutter. I'm just going to cut out, use a brush to get rid of any rough edges. And then we just plunge it out. Okay, so now we're going to put it together, just checking where I'd want the ribbons to go. Again, using some clear alcohol just to stick the rosette onto the ribbons. And then the same with the white disc. And then the star. And that's your rosette made. So now you want to leave your rosette to dry. You may want to just prop the top up a little bit with some kitchen roll because of the ribbons underneath. So lastly, I'm going to show you how to make the book. So here I've got about 15 grams of modelling paste, which I've coloured again using PME Old Gold. And I'm going to shape it into like a flat rectangle shape. You want it to be probably about a centimetre in width. So this is making the pages of the book. And now I'm using the knife ender and knife inscriber tool just to gently go around the edges to mark in like pages, some texture. And you can cut into the top just to give a little bit of a curl to the top pages. You just keep going until you're happy with what it looks like. And there you can see how the pages are forming there. So once you're happy with your pages, you want to leave it to dry. So now I'm going to make the book's cover by rolling out some red modelling paste and cutting out a rectangle shape. And then I'm going to stick the pages into position. You can't really see it here, but there is a little bit of overhang at the front of the book. And then I'm just going to trim using a long knife, just so it's just a little bit wider than the book, so like a cover really. Fold over to check for where I want to cut that bit, and then open it up, and then just use again some clear alcohol just to stick it around the book. And there we go, that's your cover done. Okay, you can just see there how it overhangs slightly. So now I'm just going to make some extra detail to go on the spine of the book. So I'm just rolling out some small tubes of yellow modelling paste, just making sure they're the same size. Then I'm just going to roll them out to be flat. Just going to check that for width. I'm just going to trim it, see if it's okay, and then trim the other one to be the same size. And then I'm just going to stick it into position, one at the top and one at the bottom of the book. So now I'm going to add a little bit of extra detail to the book by rolling out a tube of red modelling paste. I want it to be the length of the book. Make sure it's the same width. Just checking that it's okay, trimming it a little bit. And then again, just going to stick it into position with some clear alcohol. Okay, finally I'm just going to add a star with using the plunger cutter like I did before. I just felt using the star made it more like a set, as I've used the same colours and the same decoration for all of the cupcakes. And there we go. That's all your graduation cupcakes made. I really hope that you like this tutorial. Please don't forget to comment, like and subscribe for more, and to hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching.